toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a conference rival from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pirates offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So Kennesaw State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
42 Spider. 42.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball. They forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
Touchdown, Kennesaw State. A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going to the running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Corners showing press, they want to be physical here. Under fire. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help with field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Pirates are in the hurry-up.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he drops it just.
What are we doing?
Of it at the last minute. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. But the ball pops out on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Come on, dude.
Drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
East Carolina, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morrow. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. They kick it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Slater. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle.
Loose in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly.
Gave you a chance, man.
Football, 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he runs it in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Pirates want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, nope.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Pirates will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got his man on the outside. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
Throws toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass.
What are we doing?
A big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Back to throw, it's Denson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. We're at the
Stupid lefty.
timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Now the play fake. Sure hands, it's Joyner. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Dang it.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Wants to go up top on first down. Punch it out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On third down, he drops the throw. On target over the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Handoff from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Pirates will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate.
What is going on?
He just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set. Come on.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They'll immediately call timeout.
Okay, ready?
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Gets it to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Pirates are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Snagged in the middle. It's Bruce. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, East Carolina.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Kennesaw State 21, East Carolina 12.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Offense in a bunch formation. Using his legs, it's Newton. On the move to the 30. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Okay, ready?
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Goes to the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Quickly complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Running back searching for a hole. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. And the Pirates headed quickly to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got his man on the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. To the air on 1st down. Complete in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Joyner. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Fires into traffic, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football.
On the set. 3:25.
Here's the handoff. snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He takes it at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a tight end down the gut. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Gashes him in the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
42, Spider.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Kennesaw State right back to work. Wants to throw again. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up fourth and goal.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
East Carolina, 12.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Snap it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can't hang on, he muffs it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
What a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots were.
He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Jackrabbit.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Got it.
So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down.
325.
Snap in the shotgun. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Maynard. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Wants to throw on first down. Tight end getting vertical. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Throws to the tight end. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.